let's turn that down just a little bit so maybe you can actually hear me speak. Hello, we are just about ready to begin. I gotta go get Dark. Assuming he's done with his thing, I was also just kind of biding some time here. And got a little breakfast, and now we are ready to begin here in just 1 second. Let me actually go ahead and turn off the music here. All right. Shout out Patrick Patricos and Voices. That's where that came from, by the way. So super cool, super cool. How's everybody doing today? And we'll transition over. Boom, how's that for a visual change? Anyways, anywho, assuming Mr. Dark is ready, we can begin. I know he's doing I think it was a Path of Titan stream before we got started here. But all right, let's get her going. All right. Do. Oh. He's probably not ready. Oh man. But yeah, we are literally discussing all the new things that have just came out recently. So, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, there's Dark. What's up, my friend?
I just had the worst ending.
Oh, you hate to see it.
I died on the final boss.
Oh,
deleting my entire save.
No, you hate to see it.
7,546 enemies killed. 81
Dang. Oh, man.
All the lands restored. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? How we doing? How's it going?
Right. We had a little preamble start here. But yeah, okay, so we went live about a week or two ago, actually unironically on ARK's birthday.
Yeah.
Surprising, which was not planned at all, but it just happened to line up that way. So that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that was great.
It was like, oh. Like I didn't even realize it till later. I was like, oh, it's ARK's birthday. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So
it was good. It was such great timing to like
it really
kind
was,
of the birthplace of the pod and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So since then, we've gotten the reveal of Wildcard's Therizino, which you guys can see on screen right now for you. This is the full design. And it's so crazy to me how polarizing this thing actually is. Because when I made the Paleo News video, discussing, hey, you know what? Hey, here's the theory. Here's kind of my personal thoughts. Here's how this is going to affect Paleo ARK as a whole. And there was different reactions to it. Some people being like, whoa, this is really cool. And I think it was Rybry. Shout out to Rybry, who's an OG. I'm pretty sure it was Ry who was like, oh, sweet, 2 cakes. And we're going to get into that here in just a second.
Yep.
But like the polarizing response to this is so interesting because there's the two camps, right? There's people who are blinded by nostalgia. Let's be honest here. And then there's people who are looking at ARK as a whole, realizing that the old creatures definitely need some kind of upgrade and are completely fine with this. And there are some that are just directly in the middle. Actually, there's technically 3 camps. And I'm still in the third camp of being right in the middle. Don't get me wrong, having 2 distinct Therizinos is really cool. This is something you and I were talking about for ages, actually. But it's still really cool to me. I think Dark Edge TV, shout out Becca, said it best, is that this thing is grungy and dirty. I think that's what she said.
Grungy and wild.
Wild, that's right.
Yep.
And it's perfect. And you had a very good idea. Well, I'm going to give you the floor if you can describe it because this was your idea. But this is definitely a step towards something really, really cool. that I don't think very many people are paying attention to, and I didn't think about it until you pointed it out. So go for it.
Remind me? Oh, which idea this was?
Dinochirus.
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. A lot of people have talked about the similarities between this and Dinochirus, and I'm thinking that they not only lean towards this design to kind of distance themselves from PaleoArk, which we already know from the creator themselves of this concept art, that they were trying to make something unique. They're friends with Depps, who of course is the PaleoArk director, um,
And does all the
and
trailers for Wildcard.
exactly, yes. So he's able to communicate
Mm,
with these people, and it seems that this is the preamble almost to Deinocheirus. It's the creature. It's the kind of stepping stone, kind of like how we have with our carnivores, where you get Rex, then Acro, then Karkar or Gig, whichever one you prefer first. That kind of
hmm
way, but it's going to be more of something probably like Para Iguanodon Trike Fairy
Yeah, that's something.
Deinocheirus. Something around that lines. And I think it's gonna work great. I think that would be a great idea if they tend to go that way.
hmm
Um I'm I'm intrigued to see if they elaborate on what looks like the quill designs of the fairy and how the saddle is going to play. How
Right.
where that's going to sit. You can kind of see where it might sit, but is it going to sit further a little bit more center mass, or is it going to sit more on the flatter part of the hump? You know what I mean?
Right. Let me
Because
see
they
if I can
cooked with the
actually.
Uranio one. They did amazing with the Uranio saddle, and I thought it was fantastic.
Right.
So
Mike is asking, did you guys know that I think they meant Garuga here? Yeah, Garuga helmed Megaraptor.
yeah,
Yeah, Garuga was in charge of
he
Megaraptor. So, yeah, Garuga's been in-house for
2 years.
a couple years now, yeah. And with the
I think it's two.
implementation of pretty much most of the Editions Ascended creatures now, it's going to be very. Dinochirus is one of those that's going to be very, very interesting because of how big it is. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people remember how massive Dinochirus is meant to be, but
Oh,
it's
it's Titanic.
it's a big boy. I
It's
want to
about acro
say
size, right?
the one that's in that mod pack is just under Karch,
I
but
think I
it's
remember
not.
seeing.
Yeah,
Didn't we get a little teaser on a video of like a person on the
yeah, Depths,
Deinocheirus? Yeah.
Depths when he was teasing Dinochirus back in ASC, and he looked so. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to track it down or even show it, but he's so tiny on that thing. You almost don't see him. So Garuga's Dinochirus at the highest is going to be like giga sized.
Oh yeah.
At the highest
Uh,
giga and at the lowest, I'm going to say maybe acro at the
yeah.
lowest.
Maybe in the
Just
middle. It could be in the middle.
it could
I
very
think it'd be
easily be
all
in the
right
middle. Yes.
if they stuck it there.
Yeah, I would be completely okay with this. And let me see if I can
Mhm.
actually actually I know
Well,
I
you're looking
can.
up that.
Let me see if I can
Um,
actually here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do this real fast here. Do, 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 do. Let's bring this up.
one thing that we
Boom.
forgot to talk about is how quickly we think that the Theory TLC is actually going to be here.
Yeah. So let me see.
Because
Mm,
we get the concept art months faster than we got the Uranio concept art. This was
true.
done like if we go off of when the votes were finished
hmm
and then we go from there into when we first got the Uranio concept art. I think it was 2 or 3, maybe even 4 months before we saw anything on the
hmm
Uranio TL.
Right.
We got this not even a month after the Uranio TLC. If they're
Yes.
working on it one after another, then that's incredibly impressive. But if they have it kind of like PaleoArk does, where they have an almost assembly line of it,
Right.
then it's kind of going down the pipe. And even then, we probably are getting it very soon anyway, because if
I
they
agree.
just got the Theory, then they got somebody else working on Megalo or Quetz or Gig TLC concept art right now for when they drop Theory, they'll have the next TLC being shown. Or maybe they'll show it before they drop Theory. I don't know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what I do know is that this is much faster. This was delivered to us
Yeah.
significantly quicker than it originally was, and I think we'll be seeing Theory. What do we say? 3 months
I would
at
say three
minimum.
months. I would say
Minimum,
three
yeah.
months. And Mike, to answer your question, probably not. Probably not, because that's not how the base game versus PaleoArc creatures necessarily works. Now, if there was going to be a Gen 1 variant specifically, I doubt it, because how PaleoArc functions is that they coincide with the base game, more or less. So you have what you might end up having is just a Paleo Evo instead of because what he's more or less asking is there going to be a Paleo variant of the TLC theory, and I don't think
Yeah.
so. That would probably also be very annoying to code because you
Mm,
already have a Paleo theory within Ascension, which is where all the those variants are housed. So it's already going to be interesting just trying to work with the base with wildcards theory and the Evo at the same time. So I don't think so. I
that's
mean that's
another.
that's just my personal thought on the matter without bringing it up to depth, but I'm pretty sure he'll say something similar to what I just said is that they've already got plans for that and I doubt they're not going to really do anything outside of what is already in the game. And if I do use mods one day, I want to see if it there is a way to do it. You can get them to spawn 50-50. I've never done that myself, so I can't really say how to do it. But if you are within the depths core, there is tutorials and things you can follow to make that happen.
But also to say, they Depths did say that
Hmm.
Paleo Theory and the Wildcard TLC are going to be spawning 50-50. I think that's a
Hmm.
guarantee. I think he like
Yeah, that's.
solidly stated that in the Discord. It wasn't necessarily as an announcement. They
Hmm.
said they didn't know what they were gonna do, but then he kind of confirmed it
He kind of confirmed it, but not. But
yesterday, I think it was.
oh, did he say it again recently?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody asking
Okay.
was asking about something. Let me scroll back up and I can see if I can find
Yeah,
it
because I
real
know
fast. It's not too far up.
in ARK News, I know he said that the 50-50 split was a possibility. And I
Um,
theorize personally that there's a good chance that that's what's going to happen. Well,
when
that's
the
what you have
official
my.
theory drops, we'll add a config to allow both to spawn. Only doing this for dinos that are getting official TLCs. So it's going to be a config that you can adjust.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, that means Therizino, Giga, Quetz, and Megalosaurus will all get this treatment. And if
What about Aranio? Divik, what
Divik,
about
what about
Aranio?
radio? That's assuming that they decide to do that.
They're not doing Aranio.
Yeah, well, if they did, they'd probably get rid of that weird mouth thing for one, but
Yeah.
also that Depps has stated that that may end up being a crowd fund because, admittedly, aside from the ugly mouth thing that I still don't understand why that's there, um, it wouldn't be that much different.
Yeah.
They'd probably do some tweaks here and there, but that's about it.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to
Because it's
really
excellent.
touch
It's
it.
excellent. There's
Yeah.
no, you can't really
They kind of did
update
everything
perfection.
besides the model, besides minor tweaks to the model. They did everything that Depth seemed to have wanted to do himself for it. So there's nothing to touch on it. There's nothing to really go
Yeah,
further from. Like,
right,
why take the time and resources to put people making concepts and figuring all that out when there's plenty of other things that aren't getting a TLC yet
right.
officially that need it
Exactly.
significantly more.
There's so much stuff, and you know what? It gives me a lot of hope too because we spoke about this. I'm also waiting for Para as well. Lizard. Wait, is that that's Peachy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
PG.
that's PG. Hi, PG. But anyways, yeah, no. And to kind of tack on to what Dark was saying in his explanation, it wouldn't surprise me if at all though if they were in the middle, almost nearly done with Uranio, however you want to say it, and they started on Theory,
Yeah.
right? Because you brought up Paleo Arc, right? And that's pretty much how they do it. And for those that don't know, the way Paleo Arc the team works, and I'm not gonna. This is no spoilers or anything, but how it works is they have a backlog of base models already done. So like the very starting point of building a creature and things of that nature are already built up.
Yep.
And so you have a backlog of we're well through I'm spitballing here. I'm spitballing. But say like, oh, we're well and through with Evo Baryonyx, right? Like let's say
Hmm.
Baryonyx, right? I'm spitballing. This is not confirmation. I'm spitballing. I want to make sure that I
It's
emphasize
confirmation.
that because again, Paleo News guy, I have to say it. Yeah,
For
exactly,
legal
exactly. Yes, yes,
purposes.
exactly. So let's say, oh, here's Evo Baryonyx. Oh, we can start on Evo, I don't know, Pteranodon over here while that's going on. Things of that nature. So they have multiple base meshes and like, oh, we're well and through with Baryonyx. Let's start on Pteranodon. Let's start on, say, I'm spitballing again. Let's say Utyrannus, right? Or some random creature, right? It's like, okay, we have this one. Let's start on this one, and then this one, and then if somebody's free, they can start on the animations for this creature. They can do like configuration and like all the back of the house stuff for this creature, and everyone's working on different things because they have those base meshes already done. The low poly
Yep.
models, like you were saying, Peachy. Yes, exactly that. So it wouldn't surprise me if Wildcard did something or is doing something similar because that just makes sense. It makes no
Absolutely.
sense to just, oh, we're gonna work on this creature. It's done. Let's work on this creature. That that makes no sense. And oh my goodness, I just ninja caught my headset. That was amazing. That's what that loud
It's
noise was right now. But yeah, that it wouldn't surprise me if Wildcard actually adopted that style of work, or they are already doing it. Because again, it makes no sense to we're gonna work on Aranio. Aranio's done.
they also have a lot more in terms of
That's true.
workforce than
Exactly.
Paleoarc. Cause like think about this. We got the Uranio TLC, and we got like a bunch of these people doing
Mm,
these TLCs or making these creatures, but we're also getting Tide Pup, Paleo Octopus, Parrots are coming over from Atlas.
which is
We've got all
amazing.
of these other things getting ported over and moved over or created or designed and everything and put in. Um, that as soon I almost bet that as soon as they've been done with Paleo Octopus, you have more people working on Theory or working on other creatures and getting this stuff done.
Right.
And more people just expediting the process and making it move forward more quickly. Um, because Uranio, they probably started with Uranio because they had three other creatures that they needed to make or port or what have you. And
Right.
Uranio did not need that much work. So they were able to consolidate resources a lot easier. And then after they got that done, suddenly we have Evo Theory, the concept art for that, which makes me can probably think that they do have a low poly model already sorted out.
I would agree.
Um, just given the fact that I'm pretty sure Paleo Octopus has probably been near finished for I'd give it a month to
I
two
would say a
months.
month too. I would say a month
Yeah,
because
same for Tide Pup. Yeah.
that render was done very quickly.
Yeah. The render was done. The art that has the full model, you know what I mean? Like you have to have a pretty
Yeah.
damn
Oh
well
yeah.
near complete model for that to have an
Oh
artwork
yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Um all of that. So I would assume that we at least have low poly model. Um maybe some animations, but nothing to really look into yet. I think in the next coming weeks we
We could
will
see more.
see. Yeah, I'd say probably less, guaranteed less than a month. We see Theory Dossier.
I agree. And
Less than a month.
and also to answer your question, Mike, probably. I mean, it was an ASE, so why would they not have paleo? He's asking if they're gonna have a paleo acro. It would
Patterns, yeah,
shock me
prevalent.
if they didn't.
Oh,
It
the
would
X acro.
genuinely shock me.
Garuga, please let them do X acro. Oh my god, please,
That.
Garuga.
Well, I know it's well. Any variance is gonna be in the mod only.
It's supposed to
Sadly,
be in the mod only, but oh god,
X acro in base
man,
game would actually be nice. It add a little bit more
it
variety.
really should. Ah,
But you know what? Honestly, though, I could see at least some of the variants that we got in
picture
previous
this.
game. At least
You
some of
ready?
them. What?
Hear me out.
Mm,
X acro. Oh, I'm gonna throw this pitch out there. Just
okay.
it's got the lava cracks all down and everything. You hit the rage mode, and it's like it's kind of has like this heat that you see like burst out of the cracks. So just you know what I mean? A little shockwave or
Oh,
whatever out of the
okay.
cracks. These little like light trails shoot out of them. Oh,
Okay.
mwah,
Okay.
dude,
That would be
that would
that
be
would be sick.
amazing.
And on top of that, maybe glowing eyeballs.
Yeah, yeah.
Glowing eyeballs, please. Garuga, we
I,
trust.
we don't. So here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
The variance, this wasn't even in my topics list, but this is such a good topic to talk about.
Yes.
The variants that we're discussing, those are
Mhm.
like scorched acro, right? We don't have scorched variants of creatures in base game. Scorched acro is kind of like a little niche, and modded creatures there are scorched variants, but there's no actual scorched variant base game creature. There are X variant base game creatures. Do you think that is a possibility that there's a differentiation there in the agreement of invented variants to base game variants? Do you think that's the loophole that could be pulled to be able to get base game X acro?
Okay, so what you're saying, what you're like, they make something brand new exclusively for Gen 1.
Well, think about it. There's
Mhm.
X variants and R variants. Those are in base game, right?
Yes.
They're of base dinos.
Yes.
Base game, there is no Scorch variant,
True.
right? There is no. There's aberrant variants, but you know what I mean by there is no necessarily aberrant variants of very specific creatures. So that one can kind of slide. But with the X and R variants, there's a possibility that because it is a base game variation
Hmm.
similar to aberrant, that we might get X or R Acro or X or R Deinosuchus because it's not an invented or a created variant like Scorched is for the mod community.
Okay, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
you see that
Yeah.
loophole that I'm thinking
Okay,
could be
I
there? The
possibly.
agreement was for variants, but it seems like those variants have only been exclusively invented variants that didn't exist in the game,
Hmm.
making them mod
Okay.
exclusive. I would love to see it be specifically that, like, oh, I invented this variant, because you also got to think we had X Bracky, didn't we? X
Yes.
Bracky was a thing. Like that would be such a missed opportunity for that to be a variant for Bracky to come into the game and them not do it and leave it to the mod. That's basically dead right now.
Right.
Um, let's be honest, there's very few people using Bracky because they know it's getting an absolute revamped TLC official model
And
put into
it's
the
gonna be
game.
in base game.
Exactly. Imagine that X variant. You know what I mean? Why kind of take that away from the
Hmm.
community and make it a mod exclusive when it's not a mod exclusive variant?
Right.
That seems a little odd. And maybe wild card, that could be a loophole to make this work, because let's be honest, who doesn't want those in official? I haven't heard anybody say they wouldn't want variants like that in official. I
But
don't know.
yeah, I would agree, but it is completely up to
Garuga.
Garuga at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
It definitely is. If it's a contract or whatever, it is something to look into, though. Even on Gruga's point, like if they sign a contract, and they just kind of have to hold that stipulation, and
Mm-hmm.
Gruga thinks that that's a good idea, that's a loophole around his own agreement that he could pitch to them and be like, "Hey guys, we agreed to this, but did we agree to this specifically?"
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's something to consider. Um,
Yeah, you know what? I would like I would want I just wonder how that's really gonna work because the variations that were in the Editions Ascended mod or Arc Editions mod way back when. Oh, I just completely lost my thought there. Phantom, wild card should there is an aberrant for solo on aberration. That's true. Wild card
yeah,
should just bundle the paleo people together, pay them, and say do whatever you need to do to
we talked
any
about
all
that in the last
dinos.
podcast.
We did talk about that last podcast. If you have a couple hours.
We talked about that in length on last
Oh,
podcast.
we
You know what I
absolutely did.
realized?
What's that?
Let's just take a second to think about this. You know what I haven't seen anyone bitching about? Oh, ooh, anybody complaining about? Oh, I
Night.
apologize, everyone.
It's like, I was like, I saw it.
Uh,
I couldn't stop. I was like, wait, don't do it, don't do it. But
what
carry on,
everybody,
carry on.
nobody's complained about has been Parrot coming as an Atlas port over to the game.
True, because see,
Not a single person, none of the Atlas people who were complaining about any of the other ports have seemed to come out of the woodworks for Parrot at all.
right, and so
I've
you
seen
know
a
what?
single one.
That's something that we kind of did. I think we hinted at it that a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but we didn't ever end up getting to Parrot or addressing any of that specifically.
Okay, so when Astraeos around the time that the big overhaul, big fix for Astraeos was coming out, um,
Hmm.
Necardis had to make a statement about people whinging. I'll say whinging because the
Yeah.
the word I want to say is a touch too cruel.
It's
But
started,
you just heard it
started to
from Dark
spiral
anyway,
from
so.
yeah,
But
started to
anyways,
spiral from Divik. I
Win
apologize, everyone.
started whinging about Atlas creatures being brought into the base game. And here's my thing, right? I
Mhm.
wasn't playing Ark when Atlas came out originally. I didn't have the game yet. I wasn't playing it myself. So the
Yep.
whole pirate theme, all that stuff, right? I never got to experience any of it. So
Yep.
from my point of view, sweet, new creatures. This is
Exactly.
cool. But then you have these people who are whinging, again, a touch too cruel, about a dead game getting new life breathed into it. I just have this to say about that, right?
Yep.
I Rhetorical question here, but what was the point of Ark Survival Ascended again?
Exactly.
Point made. Period.
Yeah. And
Like,
it's
what
it's
was the
like
point of Ark Ascended again? What was the whole
why
point?
complain you're getting new creatures? Right? What is the point
Right.
in it's they get new designed creatures in the form of fantastic tames. You have to pay for
Right.
those. For good reason, mind you, they need funding to be able to develop this game. It simply has to happen. But they get those, they complain about those. Completely original creatures, all of that. Okay, well, we can just take from this dead game that nobody can play anymore, that's completely lost graphically and with its bugs, with all of this, just a completely abandoned game. We can take these creatures that we own that are sitting here in a dark, dusty closet and bring them over to this new game that we're putting all of our time and effort in, trying to give you guys a new experience, and put them in there. And then the same people complain about that. And it's like, what would you like? How would you like this cake served to you? Because right now it's moist, it's icing. Well, you want the icing off? Like, you want
Like,
cardboard cake? Like,
do you
what do you
see? And
want?
and even then, it's the same people who it's equal to the same people who were saying that Paleo ARK doesn't fit in base game. I'm not
Yep.
gonna say it, but like, are you sure about that? I'm not gonna say. I might say it. My ADHD is gonna go crazy. I already know, but are you sure about that? Because I mean,
He's bird
look at
dinosaur.
base game. Shh. You're gonna get me. Then you're gonna trigger my tism here in a second, Mister Watch.
He's got ticks. He's
I got the ticks, man. Don't do it. But like, look at all the recent creatures, right? You're gonna say that base game theory, as we know it right now, lines up with Gigantoraptor, Yeeling, Megaraptor, Shastasaurus, and Fossolosuchus.
yeah.
Oh, and Bison,
Yep.
and Aranio, and Acro, and Dinosuchus, and
Don't worry.
Cryolophosaurus. Yes,
We're getting another bird dinosaur.
Yes, I'm naming all the newer creatures on purpose. You get the
The
point.
parrot is coming.
The parrot isn't coming.
It is bird dinosaur.
It is baby bird. It is a bird dinosaur because birds are descendants of dinosaurs.
Exactly. There you
Bird
go.
dinosaur.
There you go.
See, look
can
what
add
you
it
did.
to your
Look what you
roster.
did. Look what you did.
I'm embracing it now, okay? I've gotten to the point where I'm gonna embrace it. It's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's in my it's in my vocabulary. Just like calling people a wackadoodle is in my vocabulary now. I like Atlas, but would never go play that game. I really
Oh
wish they would
man.
bring all the Flintlock and Black. Yeah,
We
uh,
might be getting that.
you know what?
We could see that. We could see that. New weapon progression. Oh my
Oh, that's a
god.
good point.
They
Oh, that's a good point.
reestablish it. It's between fabricated. Or is it what would it be before or after the revolver? The symbols. I
Oh,
think if it does more damage, I think it'd be after, right?
I would
You
say
get
after. Yeah.
blunderbuss. Yeah, because blunderbuss would be better than the double shotty. Flintlock could possibly be better than the ball cap revolver. Um, what other weapons? What other
well, I don't
weapons?
know. You're asking me. I
You
don't
got the
know.
swords. You've got cutlasses. You've got stuff like that. I could see those being skins though for the swords.
Which
Oh,
is
is that what they're gonna
fine.
do? Are they gonna make those skins? They might make those skins though. Blunderbuss could go over Fab. Um, like it's possible, but I would love to see it. I'd love to see them be a base game progression item added in.
I agree.
It's possible it's gonna be skins. Now that I'm thinking about it, but push comes to shove, I think we all want more weapons to be able to progress through and be able to play with. I think that would be really cool.
I agree.
Musket before rifle. Uh, you wouldn't be able to use trank darts, but that's fine. You know what I mean? That's still something.
Imagine shooting a creature in the face with a trike using the musket though. That would be
Oh my god,
jokes. That would be
it's that one
jokes.
meme. The ruffians broke into my house, so I grabbed my musket,
Jesus.
blast a grape-sized
Oh my
hole through the first
gosh.
guy's chest.
Oh my gosh.
Have to
man.
reload and takes too long, so I pull out ye old flintlock.
Boof. Oh
Blast.
my goodness.
So good. Oh
And
man,
how you
it's
load
such a
them on
good idea.
like on Atlas? Yeah, exactly. But you know what?
Yeah.
See, there's so much. Gen 1 isn't gonna might be the make or break for some people, but it's the additional stuff that would really is gonna may or may end up turning people away. Really.
Well,
But
you also got to think about it. We know there is going to be so many people coming out of the woodwork complaining that the ships are going to be behind a paywall, that these whole new mechanics that they're redoing and all of that are all going to be behind something that they got to pay for. There's going to be so many people coming out of the woodworks, but it's
right.
also like, do you know how much this costs to bring from one game to another and then revamp? Like redo? So many people complained in Atlas about the time and effort it took to build your ship, along with a lot of other things, and they've very clearly stated that's not going to be the case for ASA. It's going to be a
Okay.
little easier. It's going to be a little better. There are some things that I think they should keep, like there was an entire ship making port facility kind
Oh,
of thing that you like set down and you had to build your ship on, if I remember correctly. I would love if they kept that. I think that would be really cool, similar to the garage for the
for the
war rigs.
the rigs, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um I think there's plenty of opportunity. I also am hoping, I think Divik and I talked about this. I am hoping that the parrot isn't locked behind the Bob's Tall Tales. I don't think it will be, but I'm hoping it's not. And I'm hoping they make it spawn on significantly more maps than just Gen 1. Because we all need more birds in our life, and we especially need more birds on tropical maps for ARK. I
Right,
think it is
and
a
it
must.
would be a missed opportunity, especially on like Island, the
Mm-hmm.
Center.
Yep.
Um, what was another one we said? Was it Astra? Did we say Astraeus?
I think Astraeus would do good with it. Lost Island,
Lost
the
Island, definitely.
islands, Crystal Isles would be all right with it, I think.
Crystal Eyes, I could see. I could see.
Yeah.
Like on the
Um,
more beachy areas.
yeah, it has a beautiful area. I love the kind of mangrove stuff of
Oh,
Crystal Isles. I
oh,
think it's one of my
absolutely.
favorite places. You do a little adobe hut out there, you feel like an old-timey Louisiana bayou Baba Yaga making some
I was
potions.
literally looking up a video for Atlas and all the weapons before I saw this live. Hey,
That's actually great. That's
that's actually pretty
fantastic.
great. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great thing too, Caleb. His favorite creature in Gen 1 is Magmasaur. All the creatures, the mass amount joining the roster coming in Gen 1. It's one of the most full rosters I think we get,
Oh yeah.
right? I
Oh
think we
yeah.
get not significantly, but I think we're getting a massive amount of creatures for Gen 1 in compared to any of the other ASA maps that we've gotten so far.
Oh yeah.
Um, we're getting the Titanic Magmasaur, which love the Magmasaur. Oh my god, it's such a fun design, such a cool looking creature.
Yeah. Let's see. Magmasaur, Bloodstalker, that ugly turtle, the tur-
Megashalon,
the
yep.
the ugly turtle's food. Um, did I say Bloodstalker?
Ferox,
Ferox, big and little,
Astrocetus.
Astrocetus.
That's 6. I think there's more.
Off
Why do
the
I feel
top,
like we're missing one here?
well, I'm discounting the variants on purpose. I'm thinking of the map
Yeah, I'm not thinking
exclusive
about the
ones.
variants.
Oh gosh.
Um, hmm.
Mm. No, those are the major ones.
But if we're counting also the new creatures with ASA, we're also getting the Paleo Octopus, and we are getting the Parrot as well. That's 8. That is 8 total creatures just off the top of our heads that we're
Hmm.
getting straight out. I don't think Scorched Earth didn't have that many, I don't think.
Scorched Earth really had Fasola and Oasasaur.
Fasola, Oasasaur, Honey Dragon, Phoenix, Wyvern, Rock Golem. I think that's it, right?
Mm, uh, oh, Jerboa,
Morellatops and Jerboa. Never mind, that's
Morellatops,
also 8. Wait,
Deathworm.
Well, you can't tame Deathworm. I don't
Well,
really.
well,
I'm
new
not counting the
creature.
tames. Yeah, I'm only counting the tameable ones though. Just off the top of my head. New
One
creature
you
wise, yeah.
wait. Hold it. One YouTuber said a parrot could be an HLNA skin. Absolutely
I
not.
don't think it. I don't think they'll
Absolute.
do it.
I don't know who that is, but they
People,
are a wackadoodle if they really think
I
that
really
the
hope
parrot is going to be a
that
skin.
this will be the one time I think justified anger towards Wildcard
One hundred
if they
percent.
do that.
One hundred
That
percent.
would be
That
ridiculous.
would be a real. That would
That'd be
be
gross.
that would be a gross and stupid move, and that would be the one time I would absolutely not come up to bat for a wild card. Just like
Yep,
no,
I'm
no,
right
no,
there
no,
with
no.
you.
Like no.
That's just cheap.
That is very true, and I doubt it. Because see, you know what? I would love a parrot.
Nakatis like directly stated um it as a creature. He said Paleo Octopus and Parrot in parentheses coming with Gen
Right.
1.
Right.
Like
So,
it
mm,
wasn't anything else. There wasn't any like little hidden thing in there. Um I'm pretty sure that they're not doing it a skin. It's not going to be a skin. Like
yeah,
I'm
I very
99%.
much
Yeah.
I very much doubt it as well. Like that would be a very stupid thing to do.
Yeah. It would be absurd.
Okay,
It
you know
would
what?
be
Skin and a
ridiculous.
and a real creature, I would be kind of okay with that.
I
But
I
I doubt
don't
it.
see I don't see the skin. I really don't.
Mm.
I could see a chibi. I don't see a skin.
Chibi
Parrot chibi would be adorable.
Chibi parrot would probably end up looking like a baby mesh dino.
Oh, a little bit of news. I'm not sure. I'm not. Divik's the Paleo Arc news guy, but I'm gonna be the Paleo Arc news guy for a second, just in case Divik didn't see it. Elasmo's not gonna make it on the exact release for Gen 1. It'll come
Oh
out
yeah,
when it's out. By the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
just had confirmation on that. I think that was today. Might have been last night when I was asleep. It was very recent that he said that he let everybody know that they're not gonna make it on the exact release date, but
Right. It's gonna
it'll
be
be out when they get
it'll
to
be
it.
very close. What do you guys
Um,
think about the Paleo Octopus coming to the game? I am very hyped.
oh
I
my
am
god, we
very
never talked
excited.
about this in depth either. This is another thing we didn't talk
Yeah.
about in depth that
So
we
Paleo
totally could have.
Octopus, right? This is the first true cephalopod in ARK
Mm-hmm.
at all. So I'm genuinely excited for this. And given that I'm coming off of playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and there is New Udra and Jewu, right? Which in that game, those two were the first ever
Zulu.
cephalopods for Monster Hunter. So with both Monster Hunter and now ARK dipping their toes into cephalopods, this opens up the floodgates to so much more stuff. I don't even want to know how bad or insane the coding is for that creature, because you have not only just like the body itself, right? You
Yeah.
have each individual tentacle moving around and doing whatever the case. And there's some people who are like, they have their expectations managed, and that's
Uh-huh.
good.
It's very
Like,
fair. Yep.
don't get me wrong, I'm hyped, right? And this is what I tell people in the paleo news when it's necessary, is to manage your expectations. I'm doing the same here. I'm hyped for the octopus. I want to tame the octopus. I'm very excited about it, right?
Yeah.
But manage your expectations regardless. Because, again, something could bork with this thing, because again, this is their first for their first time making a cephalopod in ARK. And
Well,
we're not counting the squid,
yeah.
because that's a squid. That is a squid. Squid and octopus are two distinct
Especially in the
tentacled
transitions
creatures.
between land and water.
Precisely. Tuso can't do
Um,
that.
but I have, with my incredibly limited knowledge of programming, of ways that animators and specific artists work in these crafts, I don't know if it's going to be as hard as we think. If you were to say this was coming in ASE, I would imagine this being a near impossible feat. I think this would be significantly more of a risky venture on their part, but this is, I think, the absolute best time in ARC history for a cephalopod that does what the paleo octopus does to make it into the game. Because they're just now mastering the all-terrain physics with the
Mm-hmm.
Uranio TLC and stuff, right?
Yes.
They don't need to show exactly how the paleo octopus is sticking to the ground at all times when it's going up cliff faces and everything, because you're not looking at those surfaces. So it doesn't need to be like perfectly animated at all times, right? Um I don't think we're going to see a massive amount of animation variation. I think we're going to have 5 or 6 tentacle specific animations that are going to roll through while we're on it, that are going to randomize between tentacles, that are going to randomize as they play, and that is going to give the illusion that there are more animations and these tentacles are kind of moving on their own and
True.
individually, which is much easier to accomplish than kind of almost giving the tentacles their own AI, which also that would be great. That would be super cool
That would be
because octopus
insane.
arms kind of have their own minds going on. That would be really accurate and super, super freaking cool.
Do we know
Um,
how that works actually?
how it's going to be tamed?
Yeah, do we know that information?
Um, from what I remember, I can also double check right now.
Yeah, please
It's
do.
going to be similar to Tuso, where you need to throw, I think it's throw biotoxin into its mouth, similar to how it works with our acro right now. It's gonna grab you, or you. It's either gonna grab you or you swim towards its mouth. Give me 2 seconds, because I have the dossier up, so I'm going to be able to check this
Okay.
for you guys.
But yeah,
Um,
now that we're getting
I got it
into
right here.
now that we're getting into Gen 1, we can talk about Tide Pup here pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Um, its natural toxicity makes paleooctopus especially difficult to tranquilize and tame, so sedating one isn't for the faint of heart. You have to let it drag you in close for a crushing bite, and feed narcotics into its maw to keep it clear of that deadly beak. So it says narcotics. I'd go biotoxin. I think that's going to be your best bet. It's going to have the highest narco value to it. Sanguine elixir is also something that I'm going to have to try. Of course, I'll have a video out on how to get all that sorted when it comes out. But like, yeah, so it seems very similar to a mix of Tuso and Acro's taming, which kind of fits. I keep comparing a lot of creatures recently to Acro tier, but I think Paleo Octopus is either going to be Acro or Gig tier. It's either going to be Apex or it's going to be just sub Apex, like right there, right under
Just
Apex.
below.
Yeah,
I could see it. I could see it because
I mean the
just looking
size.
looking at
Yeah,
yeah, but so looking at the render we got,
yeah.
jeez. And just not just the render, but the concept art too.
Oh
Just
yeah.
showing how small the survivor was. I almost said hunter again. I caught myself. Dang, I got that wild's brain rot. Oh my gosh.
Man,
Also, Moro Nada is streaming right now, working on his super quets.
woo!
Oh man, the super quets. I'm ready for that.
I'm excited to see it.
Super quets.
Um,
I'm definitely getting that thing. It looks so cool. Yeah,
Tuso
Tuso is.
is,
Go ahead.
yeah. I was about to say Tuso is tamed, pretty much similar. You have it grab a tame, preferably. So, maybe it's more like Tuso tame than we thought. Maybe it can grab a tame like in Tuso, and then you feed it the. Anyway, sorry, I'm off topic. Tuso will grab you or one of your tames, preferably like a carbon nemes, like one of those spiky turtles you see on the beach with high health and like ascended saddle, so it doesn't murder it. And you swim up to its mouth, you feed it black pearls. And that's how you tame a Tuso. Um, that same strategy could work very similar to Paleo Octopus. I will have to test that out. I'll have to see if maybe the Paleo Octopus is too intelligent for it to work with you, like having it grab a tame and being able to feed it that way. I imagine that's something they're probably thinking of and probably going to
You know what
implement.
would be actually
Um,
be so funny though is if you
what?
didn't try that right, but then it just slaps the piss out of you for trying to approach when you
It
already
grabs you
has
with
your
another
tame.
tentacle.
It just
Yeah, or it
either
just
just chucks
fix
you or just slaps the piss out of you real quick. That would be so funny.
be
But
great.
honestly, it would switch up the game in a big and excellent way though. Because
Oh yeah,
that's one thing I like about all these newer creatures is that they're changing up the game in spectacular
massively.
ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much fun. Like it's
Yeah.
fun. Like it's just as cool as way back when we were getting those unique taming methods in ASC. right?
I've
When
also noticed,
what's that?
um, looking at the artwork that got released with the render, we see quite a few different cosmetics in that one picture. We
Which one?
have a hat with an eye patch, the one with the guy riding a octopus.
Oh, do you have it
Um,
on hand?
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I have it pulled up.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
wanna
you
send
want
it.
me to
Yeah, send
toss
it.
it over to
Yeah,
Discord? Okay.
yeah, send it. So I can look.
Give me 2 seconds.
Maybe
Do, 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 do,
I'll
do,
throw it
do.
up on screen maybe.
Um, but yeah, I'm seeing more than five different like individual kind of cosmetics. I'm definitely seeing swords, which I definitely assume are going to be skins. Oh, that file's too big. Ugh. Um,
Hang on, let me see. Let me see what I can do here.
I just pulled it up through the ARK uh
Oh, I'm looking. Okay, I
community
found it.
crunches.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found it. I found it.
Um, but if you look, there is you've got like a navy outfit and the
The stream is able
arms.
to see it. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So we've got the navy outfit for the guy that's wrapped up in the paleo octopus's arms with some like naval gloves. Um and you've got the bottoms, the shoes, the hat, and then this cutlass. Those are all, of course, individual cosmetics that are kind of in an outfit.
Hmm.
You've got this kind of pirate one as well, where you have the hat with the eye patch, you've got the medallion, and then you got some rings going on, and then we keep seeing this one. And originally, I thought it was some sort of premium mod cosmetic, but there is a skull helmet cosmetic, and it is so good.
Oh, this one.
When we bring up the, yeah,
This
when
one in the
we
middle, the guy
bring
on
up
the
the,
floor. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
when
Also,
we
that
bring up the
mess,
Tide Pup, we'll see it.
that Mesopithecus looks
It is having a
terrified.
bad
He is
time.
having
It
a
is having
bad
such a
time.
bad time.
But yeah, also parrot there. I
Yep.
love the colors on that render.
Is that a
Also,
guy T-posing? Do
hold
you
on,
see
what?
that?
Wait, hold on,
To the
what?
right of the Mesopithecus and the right of the skull guy. Do you
Oh,
see it back there, the flak
that's a
armor?
display thing. That's a display thing.
Okay, I
That's
thought
a display.
somebody might have messed up their
I looked at
screenshot.
that too. I was like, because it's the what's it called? The little stand thing, majigs.
Yeah, armor stands. I get you.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's one of
Yep.
those.
I was
Yeah, like
so thrown off.
yeah, that'll throw you off. But to just looking at
The pair
the
looks great.
the parrot, not just the parrot, just the octopus itself. Like also
And
the fact that the saddle is only wrapped around the head as well, and I'm getting.
yeah.
And you know what? Say okay with the whole Wild's brain rot. I'm looking at like the pattern like on the front here, and I'm getting Uth Duna vibes.
A little bit. It's got some bioluminescence on it as well, which I just now noticed. Only just now noticed, which is crazy to
Right,
me.
like right here on the head,
Um,
yeah.
on the head, a little bit on the face, on the spikes going
And
along
then
the
you have
back of the bulb.
these I don't want to call them protrusions, but like
It's
look like
supposed to blend in with its environment, so I imagine that's like some sort of coral camouflage
like a
effect.
yeah, and also just even the suction cups over here look
How much of
crazy.
this art do you think's exaggerated?
You know what? I don't know.
Because we can
I
see one of the tentacles
genuinely
wrapping around
don't
the
know.
mask. We can see the wheel being broken. I know that you're going to almost be able to fully customize your ships from what we've heard. So is it possible that with each piece of customization, that's another piece that could be broken on your ship, allowing for that naval combat they were talking about? Say a cannonball hits your steering wheel. If that breaks your steering wheel and it launches off, you have to repair that now, or you're not steering your ship. Right? Is that going to be where this goes? Is that going to be how elaborate this is?
You
Because
know
if it
what?
is,
Yeah.
that's huge.
That is very
That's
that's a good
amazing.
point.
That is
That's a good
so
point.
cool.
Yeah. No,
That's
that's a
Pirates of
very
the Caribbean like times 30,
that's
right?
that's dead man's chest right there, straight
Yeah.
up. Like hello. But
And
yeah,
I've
no,
been loving what bits and pieces we've been seeing of the ships from the Paleo Octopus. Here we got the deck. We can see barrels. I I noticed that there's a sack there that I didn't notice before. There's a sack and a bowl. Also in the guy's hand there is a flintlock. There's a
Yeah.
flintlock in one of the guy's hands. Did not see that before. But
Yeah,
we're
just look.
seeing a lot of these different things. That bottle, did you catch the bottle on the deck too? I didn't notice
Oh
before
yeah,
because of the Mesopithecus. Yep.
why is the rum always gone?
Exactly. Man, I'm sorry. I drank it all. But
You son of a.
go on. Go on. Dive into it. You know
I'm,
you want to. You
all right, look
let's
here,
break
look
Dimmick
here,
into it.
look here, devil on my
The
shoulder. You better
new
quit.
era. The new era. But like, are these cosmetics? That's the other thing. Are these cosmetics or are they like the treasure chest that were their actual things?
Right.
Because it would be so good. Oh, there's so much going on here. There is so much going on like on this picture that makes me wonder how much of it is real. But another thing, remember, this also just popped in my brain. A while ago, we had the wildcard team talk about how much they wanted to do dual wielding weapons.
That's
Is what
true.
we're looking at here that dual wielding because they're pirates. Most pirate games, especially I'm thinking like Black Flag, I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
a couple other ones. You could have a musket in one hand and a sword in the other, and it would be sword combat, then you musket, right? Almost as like a parry. Even in Bloodborne, you could do that. Is that what we're gonna see? Is that what we're gonna get? Because this would be a perfect time to implement that. This
Right.
would be an amazing time to have this be a part of the game.
Yeah.
Um,
But
it would be
that's
it'd be great.
different.
What?
Okay, so I got the Tide Pup pulled up now.
Yep. Okay.
Uh, well, first of all, oh, that's clearly a baby one down there. But
Yeah.
also, I'm just now noticing that the obelisk back here. If this is
Yeah,
Gen
there was some
1,
people talking about obelisks and them
yeah,
being new.
that's an obelisk. There
Yeah.
was no obelisk on Gen 1 originally.
Does this mean all the maps are connected? Does this mean we finally get what everybody wanted and they're all intertwined with each other? I don't know how that's going to work with the procedural generation of the islands in the ocean biome,
Right.
but that's an obelisk.
That is and a nice one at that.
That's not something they just overlook. People were talking about it. It's not. It's a very large thing to overlook on official concept art. Or not even official concept art, or official actual art.
Mm.
That's not something that they just overlook, and this isn't a place that we've seen before either.
I don't recognize this area
I'm
either.
yeah, I'm
That could
very
just be
sure.
like one of those like oh it's under the water or something like that and you like the waves move or something it's there.
Yeah, I'm and again, like the obelisk means are you not going to travel to other maps on the new version of Genesis? No, 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 no. You could transfer on Genesis in ASE too. It was you just used the kind of what was it, quest terminals, whatever they were, the trial terminals or whatever they
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
You use those and they kind of function similar to obelisks. But with there being actual obelisks, that means that there's going to be, at least what I would assume, massive map changes. Um, I mean, we knew for the ocean biome there was at least going to be, but I don't think they're only gonna have one obelisk. That would be ridiculous,
Yeah,
right?
that would make absolutely no
Um,
sense.
so I think we're going to see more than we think in changes for Genesis Part 1.
Oh, there's your skull mask, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like I saw it here, and then I saw it when I went back to look for the pod, and a new sword. That sword I don't think was over there on the other one either. A gorgeous sword skin too.
And then
Man,
also the Tide Pup right here on the
on the
shoulder.
shoulder, yeah, just looking. He's horrified at what's about to go down.
Yeah, and then I'm noticing the electricity on this one.
Right.
I'm noticing
I
the
was
electricity
too.
there, and I don't see it on this big one that's like right here in the middle. But this is giving like seagrass or like I can't say it. The Nemo's
Anemone.
house. Yeah, those
Yeah.
things. Those things right there. That I can't say that word. But like, I'm noticing the beautiful the colors between this one and the other one. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a region. That's
Do
definitely a
you
region.
think?
Mhm.
Because I was looking at this earlier, and if you kind of look at the two, the two adults, or at least they're close to adults, I'm sure. There's some differences. It looks almost, and it could be perspective, but it's a little drastic to be perspective. It looks almost like the antenna and the kind of gills are different sizes on them both. And we know that based on interactions we have with our tide pups, they're going to evolve kind of differently. Um, do we think this is a showcase? Do you kind
Oh.
of see what I'm talking about?
I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah, where
I think I
like
do.
there's those two little front bulb antennas and they look a little longer on the reddish blue one or the red and blue one. And then on the yellow and purple one they seem a little smaller, but then on the purple and yellow one the gills are kind of larger. They're a lot bigger than on the red
Are
one.
you referring to? No, I'm actually looking for the gills here. Are you
The
referring to?
anemone, it's yeah, that's those are the gills. The anemone like structures are kind of they're supposed to be anyway. The gills on an axolotl. So that's what I'm
Oh, okay,
referring. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
all right, for
yeah,
sure
yeah.
then.
They
Okay.
look bigger on the purple one than they do on the red one, but the antenna on the red one look larger than they do on the yellow one. So that's why I'm wondering if that's what we're seeing,
I
right?
mean,
Because they look a
ooh,
little, yeah.
that's a good. You know, what, Mike, that might actually be a good point. You could be seeing like um sexual
I don't.
dimorphism.
Well, think about it. They said that they change based on how they watch you interact with your environment.
Hmm.
That was like clearly stated. I'm wondering if that's a part of this. If this is the changes that like physical changes you can notice on because of how you're interacting with your environment. Um because everybody's been talking about how they want more Ocedon like features where our creatures are very distinct from each other. You can kind of tell like physically the distinctions between them outside of just colors. So I'm wondering if this is a new way that they're implementing it where we can't necessarily control it, just them interacting with us changes how our creatures work based off of how we interact individually with our environment. You also just zoomed in right there. Do you see that net and the lamp?
Oh, this guy over here. I was just I was calling that out because I was like, I don't recognize this structure.
Yeah, I don't either. That net and lamp over there is really interesting, and it looks like
I
there's a behind the logo too.
oh yeah, right here on the left side of
Yeah,
it.
it's like a little chest down there. Um,
Hmm.
but do we think that's like a floating loot cache?
You know
Almost like
what?
a supply drop?
I mean, that would be interesting, actually.
We don't get the cast nets until Gen 2, right?
I don't.
Or is that a Gen 1 thing? I
No,
can't
no, no,
remember.
no. That's Gen 2. That's Gen 2.
Okay, okay. Because I was about to say that'd be a great way to grab those. You see those out in the water and you have to throw the cast net out to pull them in on your ship. Um, that'd have been really cool, but I guarantee you gotta jump in the water with all those poor abused
Get in the
megalodons.
water.
Oh my god, you bet. I would love to get on somebody's brand new PvP server that have transfers open with my like max level Kraken and just freak people out with that. That'd be
Just
great.
get
Climb
in
up
the
the ship.
water.
Yeah.
You know,
Crocs chat on.
I still haven't seen that, but the only reason I'm aware of get in the water is because of this fan, and I'll have to send it to you. But like, somebody
Wait.
made it an animation of Chris,
Mm,
like
yes.
talking to like the hunter, talking about get in the water. And I was like,
Did
Oh,
you see the Tide Pup saddle, by the way?
I
Did
did.
you did you look a little bit on that? Because the detail on that is so nice.
I
Like
don't. I
what
don't know
even
how.
what little we can see.
I don't know how. Actually, you know what? I can get closer. Hold on. Yeah, I can get closer. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That has
So.
got some really nice detail. It's got netting on the back and some carving on front.
hmm And so you know what? I've said this about every new creature pretty much, and I love that mods were doing this first, and then like newer creatures had it, but have it too. But notice how there is no strapping anywhere
In the
near the head.
mm, I know. It's an applausible thing.
And you know,
It's
what?
an
And even on
applausible thing.
Mega Raptor, the head strap is around the where
Yep.
the neck ends and the head starts.
I know.
And that's true with pretty much every new creature too. And if we look back at the paleo octopus as well, there's nothing obscuring that thing at all from
Yeah.
like being able to move its head around or anything like that. It's wrapped around in such a way where the creature would be comfortable. I would love, you know what? A big a big thing I personally would like, and I doubt this would happen, but if they got rid of all the freaking bits out of the old creatures,
Yeah.
I
That
would
would be
love
really
that
nice.
so
Or
much.
even design or even just redesign them to make it kind of work as a headpiece or something,
Yeah, because
just
that's abuse, by the way. In case you guys
yeah.
didn't know, that's
Yeah.
animal abuse. In case you were
Which I
unaware.
mean, let's be honest, most of ARK is animal abuse. But think about that first dodo you see on a beach. There's nothing. There's
Exactly.
no.
Like, come on. Like that's
You're taking a club to its skull. Like
like yeah, that's animal abuse, guys. Like, it's
another
a long
thing.
shot. It's a long shot, but for some creatures, it would be pretty darn easy. Like, I could see Gig, Karch, Bronto, some of the bigger guys being pretty easy.
Yeah.
Maybe the others. Like,
Yeah.
get the bit out of there, please. For the love of God, please, just
Do we?
please
Here's
get rid of
something that
it,
I've
please.
wanted.
What's that?
Right. Here's one thing I want. Because I was reading over the information that we have, crunch and everything, and they talk about where is it? Right here, I think it is. Keep it as a juvenile shoulder pet to defend against incoming damage and dispel negative effects, or evolve it into a mature, full-size mount capable of creating regenerative healing zone for your tribe. They originally kind of pitched this as a companion, and it does have the word companion in this crunch as well, saying it might just become your most quietly clutch companion. So I'm assuming this is going to be similar to the Armadago or the Veilwind being another companion creature. But the one thing that I wanted, and I wanted this for the Veilwind so bad, and they
Hmm
didn't do it. I really would like the companion to stay a companion when it grows up. When you evolve it, when you make it mature or turn it into a soul win or a male win, I would love to see it be a companion. See a mount that's also its own individual creature when you're not on it, just like the Armadago and the Veilwind. Think about how much more life that would have brought to Lost Colony
Oh,
if your soul
100%.
win or your male win was just walking around you or walking with you or anything like that, and you had the same kind of whistle commands, of course altered to fit the male win or the soul win or whatever, what have you, or
Like, I
maybe
could
also
see.
limited for balancing.
Yeah,
But
I could see Soulwind being like, just because of the nature of them both, I could see the Soulwind being like a support, like buff type, and then you
yeah,
have the Malwind be like, oh, increased melee, but also debuffing your enemies.
yeah, you can have it set like you can use the whistle command to set what debuff it applies to that enemy for you
Oh, true.
um when you're not riding, because let's be honest guys, male one's a complete disappointment.
It
It
is.
is the
It
coolest.
it looks it looks like a zombie dog. Like, straight up looks like a freaking zombie dog in like the coolest way. And the
Yeah,
fact that the Soul Win is objectively better, and
which
those two things are not equal to each other is pretty sad, actually.
yeah, they
And
also changed Soulwind up
Oh, did they?
based off of the model to the release. If you look at the original model art for it, its legs were longer. It was I almost bet it was the exact same size as the male win, and it was like unnervingly long legs that I really liked because it had
Oh.
this kind of creepy, almost like this more biblically accurate fox vibe that
Oh.
gave a kind of uncanny,
Hmm.
like almost human-like vibe to it that was really cool. And they completely changed it. They turned it into a corgi almost, and I really didn't like that because
And also,
it
weren't they
took
both?
away from it being
Mhm.
like, the good evil side by side
Also,
thing.
weren't they bigger in the original
I
showcasing?
think they were. I think they
Like,
were,
I think they
yeah.
were like much bigger than they were in game because
Yeah.
I feel like they were bigger. Like especially because I distinctly remember like the Malwyn feeling like a giant.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were they were
The original
promoted.
art.
They were promoted as these big giant hellhounds and biblically accurate angels in
Yeah.
respectively. It's like it's a biblically accurate angel fox thing. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
they
but
turned
like
one into a corgi and one into kind of just a useless rat dog. Just
a
to
rat
kind of lay it
dog,
out.
rat
They
dog.
did add the teleport to it, which I just want to I'm not saying Wildcard listens to me because I am nowhere near loud enough for them to hear in terms of my presence on the community. But I stated it multiple times in the beginning to my friend group and everything that I thought Maelwyn was going to be more of a teleportation beast. And what did they do later on? They added a teleport to Maelwyn that should have been there from release. From release, it should have been able to do the teleport that it now can do.
Oh,
They also
okay,
did
go
not
ahead, go
touch
ahead.
up on that model.
Also, Caleb is
By the way,
asking, is Cerberus and Chameleon coming to Gen 1 or later or different maps?
I think Cerberus Gen 1.
Is it Gen
Which
1?
one was coming out first? I think they said which quarter they're coming out, and
I
I
think they
feel
did, yeah.
like
I don't
Cerberus is like in the same quarter. I can go look real quick.
Yeah,
Not too far away from.
yeah, because I know, yeah, it was Tide Pup first, or no, yeah, Tide Pup first, then the Chameleon, and then Cerberus. I thought.
No, Burrowbuck.
Oh, Burrowbuck. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Q3 2026. So we're coming close to Cerberus. I don't think we'll have another map out by that. Well, let's see. What are we in? Are we in Q2 right now?
I would
I
say
think we're in
Q2.
Q2.
I would say
And we're
two.
getting. I think they're putting out a map every quarter, right? That's kind of felt like the vibe. I can't quite
I've
remember.
gotten that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about every quarter. We might. I know we're supposed to get Dragontopia towards the end of Q4, so we'll probably get it January or December. December or January, I'm thinking for Dragontopia. Just because ARK being ARK. And Enigmasaurus is going to be around there. For Q4. Cerberus is maybe we get it with Fjordur
That would be cool.
or Lost Island. Crystal Isles, we still have those three.
Actually,
I'm assuming
uh,
we're getting one of those
yeah.
beforehand, but
My
yeah.
my I, my guy was just more insinuating a potential idea. They're asking like, what was I saying about the
About the
male and
male and
female
female.
type? Yeah, it was just a general idea that could be.
Yeah, about
Sexual
why they look.
dimorphism is one of
Yeah.
my favorite design details, especially um, with certain creatures. Like, for example, the Paleocarca, actually, Carcha. The male has the head fin that the base one has, and the female lacks them. So like things like that is stuff that I genuinely love, and I wish more creatures did had it.
Imagine if Dilo had it.
Oh
Male,
jeez,
female frill.
yeah, I know if you had Kraken's Better Dinos back in ASC, if you had that downloaded, Dilophosaurus between male and female, one lucked the frill and one had it.
Yeah, it'd be great. That would have been really cool. I don't know why they didn't just add
Still
that.
need to do,
Still need to
still need to
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Bracky, Concavenator, and I want to say Duck or help me, Dinochirus are the last
Yeah.
ones.
Well, no, because Suchomimus and
Oh,
Velociraptor.
well, I was more like the ones that were in ASE.
Oh, but
Shadow Man.
Dinochirus wasn't really in.
No, not really.
We
Well,
we
you
got
had the model.
teases for
You had
it.
the
We
model.
had the model, but we didn't have it in game.
I would count it
Um,
because you had
they
something
had
for it at least.
Velociraptor. They had a good bit of Velociraptor done too
Oh,
for
true.
ASE.
Shadow Man, the
Um.
Shadow Mane, Shadow Man. Hey,
Oh,
we
that's
watching
Gen 2 though.
freaking what is that one again? Oh frick,
Oh man. Oh, I know what movie you're talking
Princess
about.
Tiana, uh,
Oh, Princess Tiana. I was thinking about a totally. I was thinking of a
Princess and the
horror
Frog,
movie.
Princess and the Frog,
Yeah, you've totally
Shadow Man.
different
Hey, Keith
spectrums for
David.
Shadow Man.
I've
Yeah.
got friends on the other side. Hey, yo, hold on. Yeah, the Shadow Man. Yeah, the Shadow Man. That's Gen 2. But yeah, oh my gosh, man. Oh man, I got Disney brain rot. Oh jeez. But yeah, no, there's still there's so much coming that looks and feels outstanding, and
Yeah,
it's just there's so much. Like I'm genuinely excited for what's coming next,
I am
and
too.
it's not even the oh it's Genesis. This has gotten so much bigger. I think this was said at last podcast, but Ark Survival Ascended or Ascended evolved. There's no way in any universe it could handle everything that ASA has brought out.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely no way.
Absolutely not.
No stinking way, dude. In fact, I think we said that privately. I'm not sure. Is it, well, 2 hour
No,
podcast. Jeez.
yeah, no, we definitely talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, no stinking way, dude.
It
The game would be
needs.
broken for like 6 months.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they go. Oh, they were talking about the
Oh,
dimorphism between male and female shadow mains. Um,
yeah,
by the way,
yeah,
that's why
basically,
they're
yeah,
mentioning it. Yep.
yeah. Okay,
For Tide
that's an
Pup,
even
which could
better
be.
comparison, actually.
Yeah,
That's
that
an even
could be what's
better.
going on there for Tide Pup. I can see
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Honestly, now that I didn't put it together, but you know what? Yeah, no, fair. Honestly, I
The
could see it.
steps that I think need to be taken after this, and I've been seeing some videos and some other people talking about this.
Hmm.
Um, the water physics needs to come to the other maps. The way that they've been
Yes.
discussing the water physics and how they've been discussing these different things makes it seem like it will be coming to other maps. They've been talking about it being a big step for ARK in general,
And
not just
not
Gen
just Gen 1.
1.
Yeah.
They have been not necessarily elaborating, but alluding to multiple different just multiple different things that hint that this is possibly the biggest turning point for ASA if this water physics comes to all the maps that can utilize the water physics properly. And I agree. I think we're going to see a new era of ARK if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
oceans have been lacking so much. It has been so just boring. And a big part that will boost this is those water physics being on other maps. Looking out at an ocean that has these waves coming in. That's not just whoosh noises, right? Like
Mm.
that is something that ARK desperately needs for its oceans because it is I don't think it's been catering to land gameplay too long, but I think it's been abusing water gameplay for too long. The oceans being like a major part on the island, a massive part on Astraeos, an even larger part on Gen 1, and on many other maps. It is the next step for ASA. It just simply it is the most obvious next step that has to be carried forward to
Right.
properly get that differentiation between ASE and ASA and to make people really sit there and be like, "Oh, this really is a different game."
Mm-hmm. And see, you know what? And that's been what you and I have been on about for like ages now. So I'm not gonna
Yeah,
travel around the world just like that. Maybe, maybe. But yeah, I agree, Phantom. There is
hopefully.
a lot of there's a lot of potential with Ark's oceans. Like especially on like the island and like Rag with the beaches, like
Uh-huh.
you can see like the water come up and like like flow up and then recede just like oceans tend to do.
That
Like that would be
being
very
said,
nice.
that you made that this brings up another thing.
Mm.
We have that new Nakatis map coming out. It is a mod at the moment.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no confirmation, and it's going to have weather, dynamic weather. Do we think that has even the smallest possibility of coming in the future maps or to all the maps in general? Because there's going to be this Winter type thing where the map fills up very slowly with a massive amount of snow and similar stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think that that is possible? Because I mean, we're getting this new ocean. Imagine a perfect world. Fjorder's out. It has the ocean physics of Gen 1. And you get a Fimbulwinter and you're on one of the islands. Obviously not the lava island, but the snow starts rising and the ocean's lapping up on the shore and it's getting a lot
Mm-hmm.
harder to see. Maybe creature spawns are a lot less. It's a lot harder to get food. You know what I mean? Like we can gripe about certain map creators, but at the same time, Nakatis is a fantastic map designer,
He is.
and I really think that this new map that he's working on bring might bring actual dynamic weather. They wanted it for Ragnarok and they couldn't do it. We might get it. We might get it in base game arc.
We might. Which map? Gen 1 or the one that Dark's talking
Mm,
about?
yeah.
Because
Or
there's a
Fjordur, because there's
oh
two. We
Fjorda
talked
too.
about three all in one
Yeah, we
go
did talk
there,
about
kind of.
multiple. So like, which one are you on about?
Um, New Nakatis map, Fjordur or Gen 1? Um, cause Bjarnheim, I think, is the new one that we don't have a date on. He's just working on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a Skyrim inspired map. It's about 144 squared kilometers. Um, yeah, map wide snowfall on that. Then we have Fjordur, which Divik and I were kind of touching up on a little bit. We don't know if
Mm-hmm.
uh we don't know if they're going to continue to go kind of in order with the release dates because Fjordur was the last ever released map, wasn't it? It went Lost Island, or it went Crystal Isles, Lost Island, Fjordur,
Hey,
I
Colonel
think.
Sanders is here.
Hello, Colonel.
Hey yo, the
Um,
man is here.
well, what do we think? What do we think? Which map, Divik, do you think specifically is going to come out first?
You know, honestly, it's hard to say because there's also Dragontopia as well.
Yeah,
So like,
but
there's
there's
so
going to be a
many
map between.
different things coming that are like around right now. So it's kind of hard to say specifically which one will drop first. But honestly, it's all good content and they're coming
Yeah.
out at a decent space in between. You know,
Okay, then which one would you like to see first? There's a better.
hmm, I'd say Dragontopia just because I like dragons.
You know, I'm also really excited for
Yeah,
Dragontopia.
just dragons, man.
But we're
Dragons are
getting
cool.
one. we're getting one of these maps between Gen 1 and Dragontopia. It's not going to be a story map. Gen 2 is coming out next year. So realistically, I bet you it will be Lost Island or Crystal Isles because those are much smaller than Fjordur. They're a lot easier to work on. I would love to see Fjordur, I think, before Dragontopia though. That's like it's a fan favorite. Everybody loves Dragontopia. Right?
True.
Or not Dragontopia, Fjordur. Everybody loves it.
Everybody loves Fjordur. Like there's also just the Fjordur exclusive creatures as well that are really really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
There's so much.
Fjordhawk's like the only one that is really hyper exclusive outside of Andrew Sark. Andrew Sarkis, yeah.
Wait. Or no, Lost Island had a Marga, didn't it?
Lost Island had a Marga. Everything has Desmodus on it now. By everything I mean Lost Colony and Astraeos have.
All right, Colonel. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you.
All right, brother.
When Crystal Islands drowns,
Yeah.
what's last? It's 50-50.
I don't see it.
That's what I mean. Like 50. There's maybe not. Because Crystal, the crystal creatures, the ones that we got, like Deinonychus and Griffin. Again, those are creatures that I didn't get to interact with.
I didn't either. Yeah, I did not.
It's another. Now, could we see a skin? That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would be down for that.
A crystal griffin skin, like, oh, you beat the boss, or you beat there's a world boss crystal griffin that you gotta beat first, and then you get the skin from it, or you end up getting it. You get Deinonychus, Drake. I know Rock Drake had one too, and Deinonychus, Drake, and what did I just say? Griffin. You get those as a reward for beating the queen. Or
I don't know why you just reminded me.
What?
I don't know why I'm whispering it.
It's like
Something about you talking about the crystal creatures. Do we think?
Oh, the wyverns?
Finally.
The wyverns?
Maybe. That was my first thought. But do we think we will finally get a flippin' fairy tech saddle with the fairy TLC? Do you think we will finally get our Theory tech saddle that people have been begging for since ASE?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because everybody's been begging for more tech saddle variants.
That's true.
I don't think there's a single herbivore that has a tech saddle. Off the top of my head.
No. It's let's see. Rex, Meg, Mosa, and Tabahara.
And Shasta technically, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't count. Astrodelphis also
Delphis
has
and
one.
Cetus.
Cetus does too. Rock Drake.
Oh yeah, Rock Drake.
Like
yeah,
almost none of these. Yeah.
No herbivores. Multiple flyers, a couple ocean guys, but yeah, no. Tech Dragon saddle would be cool.
There was a Tech Wyvern saddle.
There was
in
in the kit.
That they just,
there was one in the kit. There was a Giga helmet in the kit as well that never got added.
Maybe with the TLC. Maybe.
But that's also completely dependent on what they decide to do with Gig.
Yeah, that's very fair. It gives it a boost jump.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You can boost jump with Gig.
But then you'd have to very much nerf or completely tweak the rage mechanic.
Yeah, of course, you're right.
But see, as much as I harp on and speaking of Gig, as much as I harp on PvP players whinging about literally everything, when it comes to Giga, I almost said Evo Giga, Vanilla Giga, jeez, no, Evo Gig is amazing. No, when it comes to Vanilla Gig, I actually completely agree with the complaining about the rage mechanic. I completely
Yeah.
agree. Because it raging off of like a 2 foot drop was so stupid.
Yeah, no,
well,
I agree.
okay, 2 foot drop for its size, its specific size,
Yeah.
like that. What? You fell 2 feet. What you getting mad for? Are you did you trip over your own toes? Like what you mad for?
I'd rage too if I stubbed my pinky toe.
Yeah, okay, that yes. Spino needs a
That's why
Texel.
it
I
rages.
would be okay if Spino had one, but I wouldn't be upset if it
Oh,
never got one.
oh, hey, that's actually I don't know why this popped in my head. As soon as you read that, let it be jet propelled in the water. Let it jet propel itself through the water. The Textile doesn't need to do anything else besides that. Just let it boost itself
Well,
through
for
the water and
Spino.
make it a faster swimmer. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Torspino. You know what I mean? Like it'd be
Torpedo
awesome.
Spino.
It'd be great. It'd be fantastic.
It'd be so great, but so stupid.
Exactly. It'd be great.
Yeah, just
I
dumb,
like
some dumb fun for ARK, man. Like, dude,
Tech Theory gets scythe claws, gets tech scythe claws
like
like
element
from Lost
claws or
Colony.
something.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. We're getting those
Plus,
in Gen
you,
1.
well,
That makes sense.
actually, wait, the tech claws? Is that what you said? I
Yeah,
missed it.
yeah, those
Yeah, just
the
make it
yeah,
giant, just bigger tech claws. You don't even need to. You don't even need to retool it all that much. Just make them big.
yeah, and just coat them over the Fairies claws on the tech saddle. Like I
Excuse me.
think we get over I think a lot of people when people suggest tech saddles, they always overcomplicate it and they immediately go to, oh, strap a gun to a dinosaur. And while that works for some dinosaurs, like Tech Rex or regular Rex, where it's really cool,
Yeah,
and it
Tech
kind of
Rex,
works.
Drake.
Like, think about this, right? Let me pitch the mental image that I have right now. So the tech saddle, it has, of course, that metallic kind of tech mech design where the saddle would usually sit. But then it just attaches to gauntlets going over the arms. It doesn't need some sort of gimmick helmet. It doesn't need any of that. It just like it's the saddle that has like this mechanical attachments going over to the arms and over the claws. That's it. Sold, done. Don't need to strap a gun to it. Don't anything like that. It just does cool tech slices. Maybe it
Oh
launches
yeah.
a little wave of like tech energy out on the final slice with it or something. Make it kind of cool
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Oh yeah,
Like
Spine Breaker. Yeah,
give it the ability
like,
to. Oh, will it block? Will will TLC Theory be able to block?
that would be nice actually.
That would be so. It'd be the only base game herbivore that can do that, or creature. I think besides, I don't count Acro as blocking.
Yeah.
I think it'd be the only official creature that can block. Even if they just, I kid you not, even if they steal Ledu's block animation and just paste it in there, it would work.
Sold about that. Yeah, no. That's actually brilliant. You know what? Matter of fact, you know what? Just I would say, I would say this. Not even just a tech arm attachment thing, but just attachments on creatures in general.
Yeah.
Mods do this all the time. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say it's Tristan. Is it? It's either Tristan or one of the other devs that tends to do saddles with multiple attachments, and then each attachment serves a different purpose.
Yeah.
Whether it's armor or it's um having better weight, or just its attack power with it, whether it's claws or teeth being better or something to that effect, right? And I know
Yep.
that's a thing that Paleo team has been looking at for Ledu and Empyro for the longest time now, but that is also just something that the base game could adopt, and I think it would be really really cool. Like, and yes, what Dark said is true. I could see it for tech tier, but maybe even at mid game you get like, oh, here's like a metallic saddle with attachments and whatnot. Because I want to say it's Tristan that does that.
I can't. I know what you're talking about, and I can't remember who's working on it, but it makes me kind of want Wildcard to do something similar to what No Man's Sky does, where it's just like the Voyagers update or something like that, but instead it's the traders update, right? And now you have the ability to sit there and on certain dinosaurs you can attach like sacks or crates to the saddle to be able to put stuff in those crates on that saddle that like maybe half the weight of items that are in those crates. And the crates like have a bouncing almost animation, and you can see them on the saddle or the sacks on the saddle and everything.
Mm.
Um, or then for like carnivores, have like a hunter's saddle where you can drag a certain dinosaur up to it and then attach the dino to it like you're attaching a rabbit to a horse saddle or something like
Mm.
that after you've murked it or whatever, and that's all based off the size of
Marked
the
it.
creature or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
nice,
mean?
nice,
Something like
nice,
that would be
nice
so
little
cool.
euphemism there, Chief.
I tried.
Yeah, good job, good job. It's Mike.
I think we talked about.
You
I
know,
think we did talk about the X variant that they said they wanted to work on.
Mike. Yes, this. It's the meme. They're always wanting to do Rex variants. There is like a dozen Rex variants. I want to say, just for Evo Rex alone. This is counting the untamable ones. This is counting Tarbo. Paleo team is always wanting to make more Rexes. It is a given that they would get the Rex would get, or the Evo Rex would have a Gen 1 variant. It's a given. So yes. No. You're
No,
fine.
don't apologize.
You're fine. You're fine. It's just they are always on. It's always Rex. And I noticed this with the base game too back in ASE. The Rex love is real. Look at all the variants of Rex in the base game back at ASE, including the skins, including all that stuff.
Yep.
Rex gets the most attention, and I blame Jurassic Park for it. I 100% blame Jurassic Park for it. Because they made Rex so iconic that, of course, a game like ARK is going to laser focus on Rex and give it all the variants ever of all time. So, yes,
Yep.
there. All that to say that there is absolutely going to be a Gen 1 Evo Rex.
I sent you a picture.
Oh, is that what that meant? Is that what that ping was?
Yeah. I sent you a picture.
Oh, yeah. I just saw this as well.
Yeah. Demia just put in there. Look at
Is that
dude? That's a wyvern egg of some kind.
That's a wyvern egg. So at least wyverns aren't going to be on this map. Good.
Look at that skull of whatever creature that's from too.
I don't know what that is. But
I
yeah,
don't either.
yeah, it's not it's kind of too far off from what we're on about at the moment, so I'm not really gonna bring it up.
Sorry, it just.
But you know what? Yeah, no, it came to me too.
So
No, you're
cool.
fine. You're fine. Don't get me wrong.
Again, there's nothing to apologize.
T-Rex is cool. T-Rex is very cool. He's not in my top 5 because overrated, but fair enough. Rex is overrated when it comes to ARK specifically. Rex is hilariously overrated. Like,
I'll be honest.
Hilariously.
I would love to see base game spawns adjusted. And what I mean by that is I feel like a lot of the creatures in ARK feel more overrated like Rex because of how they spawn, right? Imagine 4 Rexes spawned on a map on like unofficial, right? Not official directly, because official would be just awful if there was only 4 Rexes on the map at a time.
But yeah, like, they would whinge about it immediately.
Yeah, but like if they just said it where unofficials 4 Rexes spawn at a time, Rexes now become kind of important. They're less of a nuisance and more of desired creatures. Same for kind of like Gig and Karkar are, where only 1 spawned on the map.
1 or 2. I've seen like 2 at the 2 or 3 at the highest.
Yeah, I feel like it's a situation that could be solved super easy
Mm,
simply by fixing base game herd mechanics in Arc would
yes.
fix the spawn issues of predator creatures because you can have large para herds moving through your island, large mammoth herds, large trike herds, right? Things that
Mm,
visually make sense for where you are.
right.
And then you have the four Rexes of a region or what have you, right? Or the three UD or like whatever. Of course. But like something like that, and it would all make
Why would I do
sense.
that? Why would I play music right now? Why would I play music right now?
Divik, drop those funky beats.
Drop the. You know, I have seen that one. It does look cool, and I would agree with you actually. The Paddletail Spino does look good, and
Despite, hear me
um,
out. All the previous TLC creatures besides RG need a re TLC.
you know what? Yeah,
Every one of them.
dog,
Arc Monster Hunter
dog.
collab one. Aw.
Listen, dog. Listen. Monster Hunter.
Chris coming to Gen 1?
Listen. When it comes to collaborations, I say Monster Hunter is probably one of the best series to go that would match pretty darn well
I mean,
with
it's up there with Jurassic Park, right?
it
Like,
is. People have
I
been
think so.
crying for Monster Hunter, Jurassic Park, and there were people whinging about Power Rangers for the longest time. And I'll
Kind
say
of
this
agree
much.
with that, though.
I'll say
A
this
little
much
bit.
about Power Rangers. It is objectively cool to have Power Rangers line up with help me here. With ARK,
Yeah, a little
right?
bit, yeah.
But I'll say this much. Mighty Morphin was not the season to pick. That's not, and that may or with oh absolutely. That
No,
would be funny.
hold on. Just
Mighty
real
Morphin,
quick.
what's that?
Fast and Furious would work better for Arc than I argue Mighty Morphing Power Rangers because we have the war rigs.
That's true. That's true.
I'll just
But you know
leave it at
what?
that. You can continue
Before
on.
my ADHD kicks in, I forget my thought again.
Yeah.
Right? Because the tism is raging right now, so I really want to say this.
Yeah, go for it.
Mighty Morphin was not the season to pick for the
Nope.
collaboration. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the most overrated season of Power Rangers of all time. And that's coming from somebody who grew up watching it. I watched it, and I'm still saying it's overrated. There is at least 2 or 3 other seasons you could have picked for Power Rangers that would work even better. My number one pick, you might know what I'm about to say, Dark, is Dino Thunder.
Yep. I mean,
Dino Thunder would
Dino
have
in the
picked
name. Like,
Dino Thunder would have matched so much better because look at the Zord lineup. Most of those creatures are already in the game.
yeah.
Literally a massive chunk of them, with the exception of, I'm going to say the Brachio, all of them are in there. And the White Trent Zord, the Drago Zord, you could map that onto Tapahara, and it would work
Yeah.
just fine. It literally every single Zord in uh Dino Thunder could match to a creature that is already in Arc. Literally every single one. Even that frosty colored one that appeared for like one episode and for like one fight scene. I think that was meant to be a Carno or something. But like you could make that work. It would go very, very well.
Yeah.
The Mezzodon you could probably put the Mezzodon onto Packy Rhino and it would work just fine. Like literally all the Zords in Dino Thunder could match. Far better. You could get so much more from Dino Thunder than you could Mighty Morphin. Like
You really could,
everything in
yeah.
that series. you could have the suits, the Triassic Ranger, the Super Dino mode, the stinking weapons, all of it, literally all of it would match so much better than Mighty Morphin. But because Mighty Morphin is so hyped for some reason, then of course they're gonna go with Mighty Morphin. Heck, Fortnite beat ARK to the punch of having Dino Thunder stuff in its game, and that is sad. You got White Ranger and Black Ranger in Fortnite. What do you mean? Fortnite beat you to getting the most dino-centered season of Power Rangers ever. What do you mean?
Zoshia in Dragantopia. Dragantopia would be perfect for a Monster Hunter collab.
Oh, it
It
really
really
would.
would. Think about it. You get Fatalis in there. You could get Arkveld. You could get Ray
Oh,
Dow.
oh,
Ray
man,
Dow
freaking-
would be so.
Dude, Dragantopia giving. Okay, well, Dragantopia introduced having a Monster Hunter collab that is paid. I would absolutely throw $20,
I would too.
$20 at a
Yeah.
Monster Hunter collab. Like,
As long as it's
dude,
not
and-
skin.
and so-
Exclusively
dude,
skins
here's the thing.
and
Here's
it's
the thing.
creatures,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's the idea. Right. They spawn as world bosses. You get a special material from each of them, right? You combine that with like flak armor or riot gear, and then you get the armor from Wilds, or just something like it in ARK.
That'd be great.
That
great.
would be
I'd love to tame
so-
them.
Oh, well,
I would love to tame. Maybe you get an egg that's like
Yeah, like you
awful
get
to
an egg.
incubate too. Yeah. That would be.
Yeah,
that'd
Ivan
be
Ooze
really
only
cool.
showed up in the movie. Yeah,
Only in the
by the
movie.
way. Yeah, just in that one movie, which that movie's cheeks, like it's pretty bad. It's very much dated, but honestly, it's Ivan Ooze specifically is the best part of that movie.
You've got me sitting here and thinking about how they hyped up the Power Rangers collab so much. They're like,
It
it
was
works
it's
so
so bad.
well with ARK that
No, it doesn't.
what we're gonna do, it works so well.
It
And they were
really
like,
doesn't.
this is
No, it
what's
doesn't.
gonna happen. Everyone's like, it's Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park. Because of course it was Jurassic Park. It was always going to be Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
works the literal like, don't get me wrong, Monster Hunter is like, I would say a second to a third.
Yes.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder is definitely in top 5. But out of
100%.
every possible collab in the history of like our media,
Jurassic Park
Park
would work the best.
is 1-to-1 the best. And
Absolutely.
the fact that they haven't done it yet is absurd. Everybody wants to make their own Jurassic Park in ARK. There are so many YouTube videos of people doing it. There's so many YouTubers who have done it, like especially popular ones and unpopular. Like,
I'm sorry.
think
Go on,
about
go on,
it.
go on.
It'd be so good. You get the structures, the fence structures that wild dinos just can't break or what have you, some ridiculous like that, or maybe not ridiculous. Get the tiers of fence structures, what have you. You get the classic gates that maybe instead of welcome to Jurassic Park, it's welcome to ARK. Something like that.
And then like
silly
instead
like that. It'd be
of
great.
instead of the Jurassic Park music, you get the ARK Ascended theme.
Yeah, like you go through it, that
Also,
big
ARK and-
crescendo of ARK music.
ARK and Fortnite would actually be pretty funny.
That'd be
ARK and
hilarious.
Fortnite would be hilarious. I would,
Pickaxe is the dodo.
and then it's just making dodo noises the entire time when you swing it.
Yep, the glider's the terror bird. You're holding onto its legs
It is
as it
just-
flaps you down. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, listen, the collaborations that you could get with ARK and not just Fortnite, Jurassic ARK. There you go. Boom. Done.
Yeah, oh my god,
Boom.
perfect.
Like Monster Hunter, Dino Thunder, Jurassic Park, Fortnite, whatever. ARK has largely kind of been just kind of playing it safe. But I would
How to
say
Train
no.
Your Dragons.
Go dumb. Go dumb with it. Like, people, if they were to say tomorrow that, oh, we talked to Universal, we're gonna collab. We're gonna get some Jurassic Park stuff in ARK right now.
Hmm.
It's gonna be like, I would pay $30 for a Jurassic Park collab. I would absolutely pay 30
Yeah.
bucks for that. It's Jurassic Park. Overrated in some instances? Yes. Absolutely it is.
Oh,
But but it would still be sick. It would
gimmick. I know how they do this pitch. I know how they. I know how you do this
Dino Dan would be pretty great.
perfectly.
Dino Dan,
Right?
yes please.
So here we go.
He's a freaking survivor
The
skin.
collab happens. We get an entire new map that is Isla Nublar, and all the dinos are skinned Jurassic Park dino skins. Perfect. Right there. Like, that is the biggest possible collab that you get the most out of it. You are on the Jurassic Park island, the Isla Nublar island, with full rundown parks and everything, and all that off in the woods. And you've got the T-Rexes skinned as the JP Rex, the
With the roller
Raptors
and everything.
skinned, yep, all of that. Think about how insanely good that would be. Pteranodons, like the JP Pteranodons, all of that. People would eat it up. Nobody's not buying that. Nobody's not buying that DLC.
Talon Fury? Oh, that would be interesting actually. But ARK with Godzilla. Oh jeez.
Extinction, you just have it on Extinction.
You just
King
have
Titan Godzilla.
Just Godzilla walking around Extinction, bruh.
No, Godzilla fighting the King Titan.
Oh,
Oh,
gee, and he's
that'd be
just
great.
he's just tossing the King Titan around like a wet paper towel because it's Godzilla.
That'd be so fun.
That
That'd
would be
so
so
fun to
funny.
see.
It'd be so funny. Dude, okay, so ARK collabs is an entire stream unto itself, honestly.
Oh my god,
It
yeah,
really
I
is.
could see. Oh, I could see that being the part of the Fortnite collab. The King Titan shows up and starts messing, messing up
You
on the
know,
island.
the Fortnite is like, hey, the freaking King Titan shows up and like all the Titans, or even, you know what? Do you follow On Fire?
I
On Fire,
think
On
so.
Fire. He did a video recently on stuff that was cut.
Oh
And
wait, yeah. I saw that. Yep,
yeah, so there was some Titans that were cut. You
I
know,
saw that.
there were some whole Titans that were cut. A Fortnite collab with ARK, right? You get a Titan invasion, and in that invasion, you get the Titans that we didn't get to see there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talon, Vanilla Spider. Yeah, that would be cool. Genesis 1 with Isla Nublar. Yeah,
You
I
can
could see
kind of
it.
do that. I could see that working. Yeah.
I could see that working,
Fast
absolutely.
travel
Yeah.
to the different islands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would for any of these, I would gladly throw a couple 20s at it. Just
Yeah.
because just for the IP itself, because again, Jurassic Park and Mighty Morph and Power Rangers to some extent overrated, very much so. Let's be honest here, but it would still be really cool. Now,
It'd
Jurassic
be fantastic.
Park, yes. Jurassic World would be probably objectively more interesting because it's recent, but either one would be sick. Either one would be
Absolutely.
nice. Either one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, like honestly though, Wildcard, I doubt you're gonna watch a 2 hour live stream, but or even listen to it. But
Who knows?
I'm telling you right now, Mighty Morphin was a mistake. I will
Yep.
say it to the rooftops. Mighty Morphin was a mistake. You should have went with Dino Thunder.
Let's be honest. They've been making a couple of mistakes.
You
but
should have
it's
went with
okay.
Dino Thunder. You goofy goobers. You should have went with Dino Thunder. Ankylosaurus,
wonder-
Parasaur, Pachycephalosaurus, Dimetrodon, freaking
I really wonder if it was the company and not Wildcard as a company, but
Yeah.
the Power Rangers company that made them go with morphing rather than anything
yeah,
else.
like Mighty
Because
Morphin.
there's no way Wildcard wouldn't, right? Like
Probably not.
Dino game creators don't know of Dino Power Ranger Dino Thunder? Like, I have really hard time believing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
So,
a matter of fact, you know what? You could also introduce. Matter of fact, Dino Thunder would also actually. Oh
Dino King, you sell that?
no,
Oh,
no,
what?
Dino King. If you're saying Dino King, if you meant Dinosaur King, then yes, absolutely, Dinosaur King. Like that
Yeah,
one with the
yeah, it was
dinosaurs and the
Dinosaur King. That's
cards.
the one he's talking about. Yeah,
If that's what he's
I
talking about,
watched
then
that.
yes.
I loved it. I think that's what it. What
Dinosaur
he's talking
King was
about.
one of
That was so
the
good.
only discrepancy is with the Spino, but they can make that
Yeah.
work.
Oh yeah.
But like Dinosaur King is another one. Like dog, I swear I'm gonna make this a bit. I'm adding this to my list. I'm adding the
Just
fossil
chop it up
fight.
into a
No,
vid, man.
you shut your face right now. Fossil fighters would be cool. You shut
Fossil
your
Fighters
face
would be
right now.
great.
That would be cool. I almost cussed like 3 times right now.
Do it. Do it. To the dark side with you.
No, piss off.
Your community, they'd appreciate hearing your seriousness.
Yeah, see, there was once a video. It's gone now, but there was once a video I refused to curse, and someone commented that I absolutely sounded like I wanted to, and they were 100% correct.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, Fossil,
Don't
you
fight.
shut your face right now, CW. That is a cool idea.
Fossil Fighters was so cool.
Fossil
man.
Fighters would be sick. You know what? Okay, you know what? This has to be its own episode, 100%. Like, oh my
Just
gosh,
the collab.
the collab,
Just all the
potential.
collab ideas.
Like, oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many.
Get little doodles, just do little MS Paint doodles of the ideas for the different collabs. Like, okay, guys, so for this collab, I was thinking this and
Sorry.
this.
I was like, sir, I am an actual artist. I could just draw that stuff. Hush your face. I mean, it would take me like
But
3
it would
months.
be a lot funnier
I mean,
to
would
do
it
MS Paint.
Would it take me like 4 months if I like really drew it? Yeah, it would. Because I'd really be putting in effort. I'd be putting in real effort, but like,
But MS
it would be
Paint.
cool. You see, here's the thing though.
You could do MS Paint live.
Oh, for God's sake.
That would be hilarious. Think about it.
Wait a minute.
We're talking about.
Astral, you son of a gun. I didn't realize that was you goofy goober.
CWJ is his father.
Yo, no,
by
this is my
Astral, please.
homie Astral. I've been friends with this guy forever. This is my homie right
Nice.
here. I didn't even realize that was you son of a gun. You son of a gun. Oh, you forehead. I didn't realize that was you. You goofy goober.
He doesn't want to cuss at all.
This is my homie right here. This is my guy. I love this guy. He's great.
I love this guy.
Yeah, that's my homie right there. What's up, dude?
Man. Oh, that also being said, I feel like I think we mentioned this at the beginning, right?
Probably.
I want to reiterate just in case anybody from anybody has this question. The PaleoArk TLCs and the official TLCs will be there will be a config that you can change to spawn 50/50 for them.
Yes. So
Just in case, real quick, want to throw that back out there again.
yeah, just as a reminder. So Therizino and I'm guessing the subsequent TLCs and
Yep.
Aranio, if the crowdfunding happens, all of them will get a 50-50 split. Like if that's the idea that they go with, then that's what's going to happen. Because admittedly, that's the best option, I would say, of the 3 that Debs just threw out there. Honky dory.
ARK X Primal. Primal would be good.
Primal would be interesting.
Primal would be pretty good. Maybe
Oh.
we finally get the saber we deserve.
A night feeder on the Megaraptor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how would put and Yeah, no, that's what we're on
That's
about.
gonna be
That's what we're on
that's gonna
about.
be a config, so that'll be something that's a lot easier to access, and you won't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get to.
Yeah, and it's actually very easy to add that stuff if you are a server owner. In fact, I am like mid-tier when it comes to configs nowadays, because I've been playing around with it a lot lately. It's actually not that hard. It's actually not that hard at all to
Okay.
make that happen. It's actually pretty easy. But yeah, it's just a matter of either it's going to be a game user or just straight up regular old configs. But you know what? This has been a good one. Another 2 hour stream. See, because it's been said before. It's been said before, and it bears repeating that the two of us could waffle for ages.
Oh yeah.
And
You guys don't want to hear us talk more, do ya?
No, but well, if I didn't have other obligations, well, like
No, he doesn't.
I really do though. I
No,
do
he
have
doesn't.
I do have like I have a meeting with somebody later today actually. Like there's this
okay.
podcast, and then there's a couple things I gotta do after this thing, and then I have a meeting later today. My entire day until about 6 p.m. my time is going to
Man.
be very busy.
Mega packed, yeah.
Yeah, see, this is my existence. And on top of
then
that,
real
and I'm gonna
quick-
say it. I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it here as well. The artwork for my my novel stuff, for the Skyward Chronicles, the artwork for the four creatures that I was gonna talk about first, the artwork is now finished. So production on that is continuing. Finally, I'm finally done with that. Dark, you've seen it. Astral, you also saw it. These things I put a lot of time and effort into each and every one of them, and it took so long also because because my app glitched. I had to draw them again, but I also wanted the speed paint on screen as well. So that's a good chunk of why it took so long, because my app glitched some months ago, right? And I had to redraw pretty much everything. I was already going to do that anyway, because I wasn't satisfied with some of the protagonist designs and the monster designs themselves. So all that stuff is coming very, very soon. When is more paleo art creatures come? Soon, actually. Very, very soon. Simba Kubwa, I believe, is meant to come out first, and then Dark, you said it, but I'm going to echo it too. Elasmo is not going to drop immediately when Gen 1 drops, but it will come in maybe like a week. I would say maybe a week or two after Gen 1 drops.
Yep.
So like next
No
month.
confirmed dates.
No,
But this is
no specific confirmation.
estimation.
Estimation definitely, but as I say in a lot of the videos, manage your expectations with that. I say it all the time because that is a energy that I want to keep out there. Because what I don't want is you guys to be like, oh, we give a specific date. It didn't come out on this date.
David, you said it was gonna be this day. Why didn't this thing not come out?
Because forehead, they have lives. No, but like, really, manage your expectations, because there are so many people who take this to the extreme. Like, they're saying, the 25th. Don't be a wackadoodle and take time off on that day. Don't be a wackadoodle. And I want to say something very strong for that, but I'm saying wackadoodle on purpose.
Do it.
Hush you. Quiet you. But
Wouldn't they get the point so much more seriously if you use adult
I
language?
want this to be monetized, you dingbat. Potentially. Possibly. But anyways, I mean, then again, just one. I say just one is fine, but you already did it.
Yeah, I already got the PG-13.
You already got the
I'm
ratio
sorry.
in there. You bopping you
But-
upside the head. But
Also,
yeah.
real quick, before we end it, because I know we're very, very close, and I
Oh,
know
absolutely.
Divik will close this thing in a sneeze.
Probably. Don't tempt me.
I'm a self-plug real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Hi, everybody. I've become very good friends with Divik in the past. What is it, month?
Yeah,
It's
month
been
and a
about
half.
month, almost 2 months. Month and a half.
It's been like a month and a
coming near
half
2
or
months.
so since
I
we first started
do-
waffling to each other.
Oh yeah, where we just started yapping. We jumped in a voice chat and we just started going at it, just
We
talking.
were just
and
talking for
oh my God.
ages, and we've been friends ever
And then,
since.
yep. Then we kind of went on there. I also do YouTube. I am also a ARK YouTuber. Divik and I actually did a collab on not this week's video, but I think it was last. No,
It
it
feels
was
like
the week before last
week
video. It was a
week
Velonosaur
or two
video.
ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. We collabed on a video. I do science videos. I also ARK science videos on their dinos. I also do how to tames and little showcases on those creatures. I might be doing some showcases on Paleo ARK creatures soon, and some science videos on some Paleo ARK creatures. Kind of thinking about doing that. I'd love to see a bunch of you guys over there because collabs with Divik are probably going to be in the works at some point.
Well,
I'm
more
not
of them.
going to confirm anything, but
Yeah, well,
at some
you're
point,
involving
probably.
if you're involving Paleo ARK in your videos, more than likely I'm going to be involved.
Oh yeah, I'll probably have him up there.
If not Depths or someone from the team, definitely me.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, like
here's this guy. Here's this guy. Go
I
sub
can
to
put
him.
my yeah.
Go
I can
sub
put,
to
I
him,
can
he's
also
right
paste
here.
it into the chat for you, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Let me
Yeah,
see.
but like
Where is it?
it's wait, where is it? Let's see. Videos.
Isn't there like a link thing you can post? I can't remember how that works. I don't know how these.
Yeah, I'll put
Things move too
it.
fast.
If you actually go to the last live stream, if you can track it down, in the description, Dark's channel is there. Colonel Sanders, who is another friend of the channel, he does polls on not just ARK but also different medias. I'll say,
Yeah.
and they're they're a really fun person. They were on the last podcast with us. But because this one was so spur of the moment, it would end up just being the two of us, which
We had some time. It was
True.
what, Sunday we planned it out? But it's spur of the moment for a guest. You and I think this was like very planned out for how you and I work with our conversations. But but for
oh yeah.
for
Oh,
somebody
actually,
else,
hold on a
absolutely
minute.
not.
Hold on a second here. Actually,
Oh yeah, I also stream
there it
just
is, there it is.
random games. So you guys, if you guys want to enjoy those as well, you can do that.
yeah, there it is. Now it's up. I was like, it wasn't working. It wasn't popped up on the stream
I
for a
gotcha.
second there. But yeah, this is Dark. Go so to him. My boy just did a video on Armadago yesterday. It was really fun. I watched it.
yeah.
As you can see at
watched
the
it?
bottom, I
Oh.
did watch it. You can see the red bar right there.
Oh man, look at that! I was done.
Also,
I'll be honest,
hey
it was
yo,
so
I'm in the
together.
corner right there. Hey, it's me.
Yep.
It's
I
me.
made sure.
It's
I
me.
had to make sure. I wasn't gonna just leave you out of the thumbnail for the video you collabed in. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna do you dirty like that.
Well, yeah, a lot of cool stuff from this guy. You know, some guides, a lot of biology stuff. Which is really
knows?
really cool.
Maybe I'll get my own podcast going with Divik, and then you can hear him say adult words there because.
You know, why
we won't
not?
have to get him.
You know, why not?
Maybe.
Why not?
If you got the feeling coming on, man, you should be able to express yourself. And if
You know,
people
matter of
can
fact,
take you,
I'll tell you what. I mean, this is something that is far and away. But like, if we got Depths himself on here, I would definitely put a content warning because getting this man to not curse for 5 seconds.
yeah. I mean, I tried my best today.
you
And
you were doing
Depths
pretty darn good. You were doing pretty good. Like,
I-
Depths has a lot on his plate, and he tends to get frustrated with people who don't use their brain.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Absolutely.
I'll put it that way. Right? And I'm at that point, but because I've cultivated my channel in such a way where I want anyone and everyone to be able to watch my stuff, I try not to.
Exactly. Which is
But,
why I'm
like-
giving you your out with me.
But like, admittedly though, it's one of those things where if Depths were to appear, I would definitely like, no, children are not, adults only. Like,
You hear that, Depths? You hear that? We expect you here.
I doubt he's.
Next podcast, you're gonna be
I
here.
doubt he's watching. I very much doubt.
We'll clip it. We'll
because
clip
see,
it.
If
We'll clip
Depths
this part
were-
specifically
see,
and send
listen,
it to him.
Listen, if Depths were watching, and we were talking about Paleo ARK a lot, he would have piped up. He absolutely would have piped up. Every time someone is streaming, like Becca or anybody related, he is there. He is there and he is commenting. And also, here's a reminder too, that Depths is a
Thanks, Mike.
new sub. Woo! That
Thank you, Mike.
Depths watches every single paleo news video that I put out. He is a moderator on my channel, right? So
Yep.
I want to make sure before we end, I want to make sure this is known. He has exclusive rights to delete comments and ban people from my channel.
This is
I
not going
gave
for
him
anybody in chat right now. By
Not
the
going
way.
for anybody in chat, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you come to one of my videos and you be a wackadoodle, you will be flamed for it, for being a wackadoodle, of course, and you will be blocked and banned from my channel.
Yeah, no
I don't
boob-ass
play that
behavior.
here. I don't play that here. Depths doesn't play that in his server.
What he said.
Consistency. And
Yeah.
because I am so neck deep in the paleo ARK stuff, that's why
Neck
I'm
deep.
so serious about that kind of thing. Right?
Yeah.
So please use your brain. Don't be a wackadoodle, please. I beg. I don't want to have
No
to keep
goob behavior.
no goober behavior here, please. Thank you. If you want to do that on Dark's channel. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, goob it up.
I'm absolutely kidding. Go be a goober over there. Just not here. Just, we use our brain cells on this channel sometimes when mine are working.
We definitely gotta pitch this to Rebecca and Depths though, like soon, or at least have them aware of the podcast before we pitch it, like fairly soon. I think it'd be good for the channel because Depths is gonna put it up in the Discord, and then a bunch of the people from there are gonna come over and they're gonna say hi to the stream. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that would be great for the podcast specifically as well, to just
Yeah.
get more of those viewers in here, more traffic to let everybody know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, admittedly, yeah, it would be very cool. But do I see that happening anytime
Of
soon?
course.
No, especially not right now.
You
With
don't think powerfully enough.
I'm being practical, you wackadoodle. Because
Sometimes practicality doesn't.
with Genesis around the corner, quote unquote, I doubt Depths is gonna have any free
We're
time.
not doing it next week. Like,
But I'm saying,
you put, what, 2 to 3
but like,
weeks in between this?
you gotta realize there that these Depths is not only in charge of Paleo ARK, he's also he's doing
wait for them to get
trailers for Wildcard. He's got trailers for his own stuff.
Hear me
This
out.
man's busy
We
as
wait
I
for
am.
Elasmo to finish. As soon as Elasmo finishes, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna take like a week break," we pounce.
Like, so Depths, you want to waffle about ARK for 2 hours?
Hey, Depths.
But yeah,
I bet you. Do you think we could get Depths and Dark Edge at the same time? Because that would be great.
Well, see, Dark
That would be good,
Becca is on the other side of the pond, so to speak. So she's got
We
hours
could
ahead
work
of
on
us.
scheduling. Oh, yeah, we could schedule.
Yeah.
If we need to schedule that, we can work on. I mean, it's thoughts for future, but yeah,
Mm.
it's just ideas. Just toss them around through there because it would all be fun. I know everybody love it to see it. And who better to bounce ideas off of them, both of them at the same time?
I'll always be good. Good man, Mike. Good man.
Good job. I almost thought you were gonna say good boy, and I was about to be like, what? No, hold on.
Not that kind of podcast.
Yeah, I was about to be like, wait, hold on. Let's not
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Besides, it would be funnier if someone not either of us did it. But anyways, my friends, this has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Another 2 hours of us waffling about ARK stuff. This one will be up later, and like with the I can speak English. Like with the last podcast, Dark's channel will be in the description below. So go sub to him.
Yay.
I know I put it on screen for you guys just ever so briefly, but regardless, it will be in the description below later, or just track him down some way, somehow. Good luck, because I didn't even getting the original.
Will be doxing me later.
Absolutely, I will. It's gonna be great. But no,
He can't curse, but he will tell you my exact location.
he's in this particular place. No, but yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have been
Thank you,
great.
everybody.
There's my stream ending screen right there. Thank you guys for tuning.
Screen.
Woo! I'm somewhat professional. Not really. But hey, we're improving, and we didn't have
getting better.
sound discrepancies this time. Woo!
I literally turned my audio on to see. I double checked for you.
Yeah,
So
no,
yep, I think
I
we
had
did
all
great.
this. I had the settings just still programmed in from last time. So woo! But yeah, thank you guys for coming out today. Appreciate you all. Thank you for spending 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours waffling with us for a little bit. That was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, share this around. Let other people know. It's good background noise for
Force your family to watch it.
if you're on
them
your
down for
commute. If you're on a multi-hour drive, you've got a couple of podcasts you can listen to. Woo!
Put it on in your classroom, for everybody to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I have some outro music. It's this.
Ooh.
This is Patrick Patrico's voices. You actually hear this a lot in all of my videos, and I just basically turned off Darth there. But thank you guys so much. We are now done. You can go ahead, just peace out, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Have a good one. Woo! Good job. Good job. That was fun.